Goes Sachs here with another video on the resilient Jenkins. Stephanie, when she posted 2 videos, and they're just so full of shit. One of them, she's addressing, the fact that her son has autism because she went and, she self-diagnosed him with that because according to what she's been showing us and telling us, she's never taken him to a doctor to get a full diagnosis that he has autism. And here she is talking about how people try to tell her what to do when it comes to his autism.
I'm not sure if I take it more offensively when somebody who doesn't have an autistic child tries to give me advice, or somebody who does have an autistic child of their own, but they're the type to completely disregard what that might mean they might have to do differently when it comes to parenting. Now hear me out, because I receive a lot of comments when it comes to people trying to tell me that I don't take my son out enough and that I need to expose him to the public more. And maybe this will give you a little clue about how I am as a parent, okay? I don't think there's anything that I need to adapt or change within my son. And I don't push any kind of milestone timeline on any of my kids. I feel like there's just some autistic parents that are going to get it, and there's some that are just not going to because I don't know, you don't have the same kind of autistic kid, or you just lack the respect for your child. Because assuming that pushing a situation on them that they're clearly uncomfortable with just over time will make them comfortable with it, that's wild. Why aren't you reading your child's cues and, like having some respect for them? Anyways, like I always say, you do what you do and I do what I do. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
It's just really sad to see her diagnosing her kids. And like I said, without taking the kid to a doctor where he's getting a full diagnosis. And it's like, are you doing this because you want a disability check and you want some extra money? I mean, it's like the same thing with Deshaun. If you guys forgot, or some of you may be tuning in for the first time, she went and said that he had fetal alcohol syndrome, which he does not. He doesn't show any signs of that. Doesn't take a doctor, to fucking know that, because Desiree was allegedly, drinking alcohol while she was pregnant with Deshaun. This is according to, obviously, Drew. She keeps saying that he has autism, that Bubba has autism. And it's like, every time we see videos, it's like, damn, talk to that kid. Talk to him. You look like you don't interact with this kid at all. Maybe that's why he's like that. I personally have known people that they said they weren't speaking until they were 7 years old, and they thought that they were autistic, and they weren't. They began speaking at 7, and they wind up having a normal life. Not saying that people who have autism don't have a normal life, because people in the spectrum, that chart, there's some who, all of them are, they're just so intelligent, but it really pisses me off for her to keep saying that Bubba has autism. I do not believe he has autism. I believe that his brain is not being stimulated. Drew is sitting in a corner, he's playing video games. If he's not playing video games, he's sleeping because he works so many hours at this high-paying job, that they need and shit like that to get out of this motel that they're never gonna fucking get out of. So it really just pisses me off. And then Stephanie went and she posted another video to explain why they're so disgusting and nasty.
So I want to take this video to just kind of answer the question that we get asked a lot, and that is, why y'all keep it so dang messy in there? So I'm not sure about y'all, but I'm the type of mom that will kind of just let chaos kind of unravel in front of me if it means my kids are sitting there playing. And we may have different views on what is playing for a child, because my kids love sensory play. They love to get into things and make a mess out of it, and it just, quite frankly, does not bother me. And I think that it makes more sense to have kids play with things that are going to be familiar objects throughout their life, rather than just sitting there playing with toys. Like, don't get me wrong, we have toys, they have toys to play with, but my kids aren't as interested in the toys as they are with just getting into everyday items. I don't know, I guess I'm somewhat crazy for just not being bothered by my kids making a mess that I have to clean. And I don't find it wasteful that my kids get into food, because we're still gonna end up eating it. Aside from these tortillas that are on the ground. And then yeah, I really do not mind cleaning it up a million times a day if it means that my kids get to enjoy their sensory play. So yeah, thanks for watching, bye-bye.
Did you hear all the excuses that she stated for why they're so nasty and disgusting? Whoever's out there giving them free shit, like, oh yeah, it's being put to use, the trash can and stuff like that, and the broom, but not so often. So basically, she doesn't want to tell Bubba not to explore, so he is allowed to go through all the food, go through things, and just break everything, throw food all over all of the children. She doesn't teach them manners, is what she's basically telling us. She lets them do whatever the hell they want to do. You've seen how disgusting, look at this. Look how nasty this is. Has she ever heard of roaches? Are there roaches where they're from? Are there mice where they're from? Have you ever heard of that? Oh, okay. Well, let me introduce you to them. They're insects, they're rodents, and they come when you live like this, like fucking pigs. Disgusting. And then she's going and she's teaching these kids how to be piglets. Excuse me. I'm sorry, but just like her. And was she raised like that? Is that how her mother raised her? Like you just live like that and you dump everything where it's at. It's like as a mother, you're supposed to be a better role model. And it's so sad. It's so nasty. Like, oh my God. I could imagine the smell when her and Drew are making love. And then Drew goes and he posts a video showing himself making food and stuff like that for the kids. And, you know, people were talking about how he's like burning the sausages. You know, we go half and half because it's easier. Like, as you should. You're supposed to help clean. Like, what the hell? That's what you're supposed to do. As a man who has all these kids and doesn't know how to use a rubber, doesn't want to, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to go and help the person who you continue to impregnate, like, and have all these kids. When he does this and he posts his videos like this, it's like he wants like something extra, like extra kudos or something like that. Like, look at me, I'm so tired from my dead-end job and stuff like that, you know, but I go 50-50 with it and I do. As you should. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be leaving her with all the responsibilities. This woman's going to crash out. I'm surprised Stephanie hasn't ended up in the psychiatric ward. Like, seriously. And Stephanie goes and she posts this video. And in the video, she's like, I don't want to give my ideas away and stuff like that. But she talks about how she wants to make a sensory room. Yeah, some of us have seen that. I have seen a lot of sensory rooms in schools for kids, all right, teenagers with special education, also quiet rooms. If you guys know, you know, and yeah, they have that. And she's like, oh, I don't want to give my ideas away. And she's talking about how she's going to set the rooms up for the kids, the girls, when they get the new house.
So one thing I really hope to be able to set up for my kids when we move is a sensory corner. I mean, like, a lot of times I don't really like to, like, give ideas because I feel like people are just going to run with it. And, like, I don't know. People just like to, like, put an end to happiness for other people. And I have no idea why. And I think it's just because they're miserable in their own freaking lives. But anyways, I digress. I was just going to tell y'all, like, a few ideas I have for things I want to set up potentially when we move. And for sure a sensory corner. And I want that to be something that's suitable for all of the kids. I doubt we're going to be able to get into something that's going to allow for each person to have their own bedroom. So each side of the bedroom is going to be completely based off the kids' personalities. For example, my two older girls, they share a room split right down the middle. You're going to have one side that's like literally cotton candy, stuffies. Hop over to the other side, you got K-pop, Demon Hunter, gothy, horror movies. And that's just a few things I'm really manifesting for my family. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye now.
Want to tell people because people are going to steal her ideas and how she keeps shit to herself. Yeah, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to know your crappy-ass ideas. And like I said, we can go on an app and go find it. It's like all over Pinterest. It's nothing that is that extraordinary. That's good that you should be having that stuff for him. Because like I said before, this kid is not being stimulated mentally or even spiritually. And it would be nice for him to have that, even though I believe he doesn't have autism, but she wants to continue and run with this whole autism shit. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah, her and her ideas that we're going to steal. Who the fuck wants to steal her fucking ideas? We don't want to steal anything from your brain, from your mouth, because look at where like you fucking ended up in life. We don't want to take anything from you, Stephanie. Please, all right? That we want to steal your ideas. Cut it out. Do something with yourself. Stephanie, she's not addressing the whole issue with Drew losing primary custody of Deshaun to Desiree and stuff like that. By the way, they're over there continuing to bully people. Rusty mama, or whatever the hell. That's what I'll probably be calling her. But anyways, I got a lot of names for her. But anyways, yeah, she was on live the other day and she was trying to form a team and trying to dox people. And it's just unbelievable. I don't know how this woman's page is still up. Okay, guys, so I'm going to play the video, but I just want to introduce you to who she is. This is Tiara Nicole. For those of you who don't know, she was featured in Cursed Eyes video. She used to be friends with all of these bullies, Arlita, Desiree, and who I like to call Krusty Mama. So basically, in this video, she is showing us how they just did a live the day before yesterday, and they were trying to recruit people to bully others and dox them. Before I show you the video, I do have to add one thing. This time, Arlita, she stayed shut, and she looked like she didn't want to be part of it. But Krusty Mama continued on.
It feels good this morning waking up knowing that I'm not committing any crimes and that I don't have anything in my background that people can look up and try to post on me like, I ain't never stalked nobody. I don't have any stalking charges. I can say that, and I don't mean like I have one that's closed or open. I don't have any. I've never been arrested before. It feels good to wake up and not be a criminal. It also feels good to wake up and not have my digital footprint doing stuff like this. And I'm so glad that I have people in my real life and on the internet that can say, hey, maybe don't say those type of things. That kind of sounds like you're about to commit a crime. Hey, other people don't have this. I'm just going to show you another example of somebody spiraling out of control. I've mentioned to them many times, hey, maybe get some help. People were offended that I said that they should get some help. Listen to them soliciting someone to commit a crime. And this is recent. This just happened yesterday. But hey, this is okay, because when you're grieving, you can solicit people to help you commit a crime. When you are grieving, you can solicit somebody to go and look up somebody and find somebody. Hey, it might even be okay to get in a car and take a road trip down to wherever they live and do something to them, because you're grieving, and it makes it okay. And your friends in the peanut gallery, they all gonna clap and cheer and co-sign, and y'all all gonna go to jail together. Y'all think I'm playing and making stuff up? Listen to your own words. This don't sound like somebody who is okay. But again, I'm wrong for saying this. I was wrong for saying it when I was on good terms with her and I was concerned, and it seemed like everybody else was just scrolling past the shit or just ignoring the shit. But again, I'm so glad that I'm out of this, because this looks like this lady finna go to jail or get another charge. You've already got a stalking charge before, and this sounds like stalking verbiage. But hey, I could be wrong. Y'all let me know. And TikTok is allowing this. But there are places that you can further escalate, and I will give that information out later to y'all if anybody wants to help escalate these sort of crimes. But let me just let y'all listen to this yourselves, and y'all be the judge. And then after that, I'm going to work. Smooches.
Oh, so hold on. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna make my calls. We're gonna sit back patiently and see who jumps on this shit and who decides to run with it, and then everybody's fair game.
Short bus said, put me in.
I guess now we dig up everybody. Who likes to play Inspector Gadget in the chat? There's 57 people in here. Who likes to dig up shit on people and dig into people? Who does that for fun?
Oh my
Who's
gosh.
got time on their hands that wants to dig into folks for fun?
Lord have mercy. Mercy.
Short bus is down for the job. Short bus, you know what? They told me to jump in your inbox a long time ago. I might take you up on the offer now. Shit. We're about to have a field day. We're about to have some real fun.
Oh, lordy, 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 lordy.
Short bus is ready. I am going to be in your inbox after this live, sir.
Oh, my word.
We will definitely talk about it. And you can do whatever you got to do.
Good luck, Short Bus. This lady has already been charged previously with stalking, even though she likes to yell that she's never stalked anyone before. Y'all seen this? Like, y'all seen it. She got a closed stalking charge. Short Bus, good luck. She's going to be in your inbox because she wants you to do the dirty work. And then if anything happens, like legally, she going to throw you under the bus. But she did just solicit you for a crime. So have fun with that. Y'all have fun with that. I'm actually going to go to my job because I have a real one. I don't sit at home or online all day and do weird shit. Yeah, and also, when people are like this, the stuff like the content keeps coming, you know. I never had to go and look up anything. I never had to. People just send it to me because this stuff exists and people are exhausted with this continuing to go on and on and on, and they want her to be stopped. They're just like, girl, just get off the internet for a little bit. Like, just go touch grass. It's never gonna happen. She's clearly spiraling, and her friends are allowing her to spiral because they think it's okay. And they think it's funny and they think it's cute. And it won't end until she actually hurt somebody or do something that just really, really crossed the line. But then by that time, it's going to be too late. And I keep saying it. I'm going to keep on saying it until it happens. And then I'm going to come back and be like, see, like I always do, try to tell y'all. But hey, her friends are A-okay. Oh, and Valo. Hey, Valo, I heard you got kicked out. I heard they was dragging you, rich auntie. What did you do? You was their support system. They switched up on you like everybody else. Okay, well, hey, have a good one. Gotta go to work.
So when Tiara's talking about, you know, people are not grieving correctly or whatever like that, she's specifically talking about this woman, Monty's mama, who I call Krusty Mama. Her son passed away and his name was Monty. He died in a car crash. I believe it happened in Chicago and it made local news and stuff like that. So basically she's referring to her when she's saying that. Like I said, she used to be friends with her and all of them until they went and they turned their backs on her.
This is my take on it for whatever it's worth, because I'm not holding back no punches. People want to make YouTubes and do all this other extra shit alongside of people I love's real life. I'm going to just put it out there, right?
Say it.
There was never no, I love TT. I loved her fucking content. She just used to get off work and she'd be scrolling TikTok and she would report on what she saw. She wasn't digging into people's shit. She wasn't being extra creepy, weird, nosy. She wasn't talking about doing FOIAs for ambulance calls and weird shit. I don't care. That's her bestie. Okay, ride with your bestie. I'm gonna ride with mine, but your bestie's out here messy as hell, doing extra shit. TT was coolin'. And she knew the Brazilian Jenkins was coming to an end. She had been in the live, all that, you know, you're either part of the problem, part of the solution, or all you can do is pray for people. That's real. Whether she don't want to receive it because I said it or whatever, that's what I've been on from the jump. And I've been trying to be part of the solution for them damn kids. And I can sit here today and say, we won. You can call me whatever you want to call me. Deshaun will be going home to his mama to live with his mama. Like I said, like we knew, like we fought for. And we fought a good fight for the right reason. So there's that.
And this journey is over. It's
over for Desiree, but I'm still dealing with the state's attorney for them trying to want to dig up.
But what I'm saying with Des and Deshaun, he's home. It's done. It's over. Everyone's like, oh, get ready for the next whatever. No, we're done.
Nothing. Yeah, it's done.
That's a big reason why I was so emotional, because all the fighting and all that we've been doing for Des and all this, we just need to make it a little bit longer. We don't have to do that no more.
I'm going to say this too, because every time I say something that I see, they always spin it, because they were trying to paint me as the white savior. That's where they were going with this shit.
Yeah, don't even get me started with that shit.
We shut that shit down. So then they painted me as a bully. So the next one, y'all ready? Buckle up and watch. It's 219 people, 221. Y'all, you ready for what's about to happen next? So have y'all watched the Cosby Show? Am I too old for y'all? Are y'all familiar with the Cosby?
They're going to try to spin it off into a different world.
Y'all familiar with the Cosbys, right? In this instance, the Brazilian Jenkins are playing as the Cosby.
The hell
and they're trying to spin off into a different world and keep up with Desiree and Arlita and put me in the mix of some bullying shit. They need content. They need something to fuck to talk about. Because if I'm not shit and I'm a bully and all this other shit, Morgan's the one who put me on that. I'm not fixing to talk about them, because if I talk about them, that's going to get traffic to their pages and that's going to get them followers. And that's just free marketing. It's for the free marketing, cursed crime. I've been blocking more people that have tried to follow me. I'm not here
because you're not really about that life.
Thank you for the free marketing.
This woman has no life. This was just 2 days ago. She was trying to recruit somebody to go and dox somebody, like I said, and like Tiara was going and explaining. And it's just crazy how her page is still up on TikTok after she's doing all of this. And this is on a daily basis that she is bullying people. She's harassing, she's talking shit about them and doxing people and doing all this crazy stuff. How her page is up, I have no idea. But I do see people that say, hey, we've been mass reporting her TikTok page, and they still don't understand how it is up. And it's true. TikTok should have took her page down and all their pages a long time ago, because there are nothing but low lives who obviously don't have a life, even if they claim that they have a 9-to-5. Let's have it. An update, a crazy update on the Brazilian Jenkins and these side clowns who, like I said, have nothing better to do than pop shit and hide behind, you know what I'm saying, a screen or whatever like that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think.
And if y'all fixing to sit over there and believe Jenna is a credible source now, we've been doing this shit for how damn long, and Jenna is not a credible source? That's what y'all going with?
Do I share yogurt with me?
I mean, Violet, who's been calling her Voldemort for how long, is not their buddies now? They're buddies now. And Violet had the audacity to ask me why Jenna was in the picture. Well, I don't know, Violet. I got all the shit removed. Desiree's other minor child's photos were no longer on TikTok. Like, let's talk about what I did. I never claimed to be an advocate. I never claimed to be a true crime or none of that other shit. But let's just talk about what I did do, though. I got some minor children's pictures who didn't give permission for them to be on this app. The fuck up off this app. I got some
minor children who can't give permission.
Defamatory, content that had been created about Deshaun's mama that was a digital imprint of what somebody was speaking on his mama off this app. The loudest barker. She got her audacity to call AJ megaphone mouth. Girl, if you don't go look in the mirror. And AJ can hate me whatever for whatever. Listen, and I'm going to put that on Front Street because everybody going to run tell that. AJ, the way you were stalking and gawking and you told me, well, try to figure out, like, if he's the right guy, I don't want to go the wrong way, whatever. How was I supposed to? So did I screen share a fucking little recording of this dude in action, saying the fucking hard R or whatever? And ask them if they knew something about him being a rapper? Yes, I did. Did she put that together and tell some shit and fucking lie about it? And I told you that when you asked. But you didn't believe me, you believed her, and now everybody is believing her as a credible source and making YouTube videos with Jenna's, because she says I said something. I've needed receipts to prove that Donna Hobson made the page that said I unalived my own child.
Are we going to talk about how AJ admitted to making some of the fake pages against Jenna?
Man, from the very beginning, that was the beef. That's the shit Alicia sent her, because on the back end, AJ made a fake page about Jenna and tried to follow me and I blocked it. She's like, girl, did you even look at it? Bitch, I don't ride for the fake page bullshit. A fake page was made about my son saying disparaging shit. Why are we grown women on this internet making fake pages to bully grown women? What are we doing? Surviving Kristen Swanson? Really? Man, I've had a hard enough time surviving myself. Pick out your child's casket and get back to me. Try it out. And then not just that, after you have to pick out your child's casket, you start this wonderful movement, random acts of kindness, you support this mother, and because you support her, these vile people are doing this weird, strange, out of control behavior to you that leads to like criminal charges. I don't have to lie.
Right.
I'm not fixing to get emotional about it. I think y'all are funny as hell.
They all then spiraled out of control. All have spiraled out of control. I just know one thing for sure and two things for certain.
GoFundMe got closed and I had her lawyer. We knew she was secure. I knew Deshaun was coming home and I had done my job as far as the Monty movement was concerned. I could then double back from the page that was made about my son in August. I put my son on the back burner. I tried to have peace with Jenna. Oh my God, I'm gonna choke on her name, right? You heard that shit? My spirit don't even want to do this shit, bro. I tried to make peace with that girl so that we could just get through the holidays and Desiree could get through her first little reunified holiday with her son, because that was all still happening. While the internet was interneting and reporting and doing what they were doing, Desiree was going through her first holidays with her son after being kept from him. That's what we were going through in our real adult lives, right? Like, we were doing real adult shit.
Yeah.
While they were slandering us and plotting and planning and we're going to walk away from this. This is too messy. Well, yeah, sometimes life gets messy for people. And so when you stand by your friends, when their life is messy, that makes you weird. Oh no, becoming friends with somebody you met off the internet. But gamers do it all the time. Gamers do it. I mean, people do it on Tinder. So if you are going on any dating app on the internet and then meeting somebody that's weird, get over yourselves.